What is going on, everybody? My name is Nathan ELEMENTofFROST. Welcome back to yet another episode prediction video for this week's upcoming episode of The Walking Dead. This is Season 5, Episode 15, entitled Try. You guys are going to have to excuse me still. I am a bit sick still, but I am starting to get over it. I'm coming over it right now. And I definitely will be getting back to, obviously, top quality content very soon, as I am getting better. But, nonetheless, expect some coughs. So, getting into things now, Season 5, Episode 15, entitled Try, airs this Sunday on AMC. It will be March the 22nd, guys, which obviously means March 23rd, which is a Monday, I will be putting up my episode review for this episode. So, obviously, stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned and stay subscribed to the channel for that. Obviously, that be coming on Monday and everything like that. So, yeah, very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. I do want to just take this time to really just point out that really quick. I'm very, very close to 1,000. I'm actually, right now, 6 subscribers off of 1,000 subs. So definitely help me get there. You know, subscribe if you haven't already, everything like that. And let's get into it, guys. Alright, so as always, my reviews and my predictions do contain spoilers for past episodes of The Walking Dead. If you're not caught up to this point, I don't know why you're watching in the first place, but nonetheless, moving on, we're going to start things off with the synopsis of this week's upcoming episode. So the synopsis reads as follows. This is on the AMC website. The synopsis says, the group realizes that sheltered life might not be possible as life within the walls start to mimic life outside. Will these setbacks break Rick? Okay, so to kind of review the synopsis briefly, it basically says shit's going down inside the walls now. You know, these groups, Rick's group and Deanna's group, everybody that was there before Rick obviously got there, they're starting to butt heads. You know, that's what's going on now. And Rick and his group know some ways to handle things, but the only ways that they really know are the ways that they used outside those walls. So, for example, last week on The Walking Dead, Carol brought to Rick's attention that Jesse's husband and Sam's father was obviously beating Sam, and he was also beating Jesse, you know, Pete, basically. And inside those walls, you know, you have to be a little more civilized. You know, you do. Rick is, his role as a police officer right now. And as I'm saying, you know, the group realizes that sheltered life might not be possible as life within the walls start to mimic the life outside. You know, the life that they had before they entered those walls. And the reason why I say that is because, for example, Carol basically told Rick last week, you know, Pete's beating them. You know what you have to do? You have to kill them. You know, that's that's something you would do outside the walls. That's not something you would necessarily do inside of a gated community. It's not necessarily something you would do inside of a civilization. For example, before this whole apocalypse started, you know, there's obviously tons and tons and tons of cases of women abuse and child abuse and everything like that. You know, they didn't just sentence the guy to death. You know, that's not really how they handled it, per se. Sometimes that's honestly, in my opinion, how it should be handled, because some of the bastards are just so fucked up. But that's not how they handled it. You know, they didn't sentence a guy to death for beating his wife. That's not how they handled it. They handled it, obviously, in different manners, you know, pressing charges or jail time, you know, stuff like that. But outside those walls, you know, outside of a civilization, killing somebody is really the only thing they have and the only thing that they know, that they know the best, you know, to do. That's the easiest solution when you're outside those walls, in the middle of that apocalypse. And that's what I think it means by mimicking, you know, because that's definitely getting close to what we have been seeing outside those walls. You know, you fuck with any of us, if you hurt anybody, you're dead, basically. You know, you don't just get sent off, you know, just get a little doggy bag and, you know, get told to go on your way. You know, that's not what happens outside those walls. What happens outside those walls is if you fuck with us, you fuck with our group, you're dead. You're done. That's it. And that's what the synopsis is saying. You know, basically, they're probably struggling. You know, they're probably in a struggle. Like, we obviously want to have this sheltered life, but we're so accustomed and we're so used to the life outside the walls. You know, it's proving hard, kinda, you know? And it says, will those setbacks break Rick? I don't think so. Rick is a very, very strong character. He really is. He's just absolutely a tank. He's very, very strong. He can really accustom to anything at this point, you know? He really can. The last time we really seen him weak was back in Season 3, when he lost his wife. That's the last time we've really seen him at his weakest point. Ever since then, he's kind of been at this position where he does what he needs to do. You know, that's just it. So I don't think those setbacks will break Rick. I think that those setbacks, or minor setbacks, will get him to realize that there are better decisions that could be made, seeing as though they're in this safe community now. You know, they're walled in and stuff like this. I think he will be starting to make a little better decisions, and this is just probably one of those times that he's questioning himself, and he just goes with what he thinks is right. So I don't think the setbacks will break Rick necessarily, but I think the setbacks will, in a way, teach him a thing or two, you know? It really will. Moving on now to what we've seen in some of the sneak peeks and everything like this. There's actually one sneak peek on the AMC website or the AMC YouTube channel that has Michonne sort of looking at her cop outfit. You know, she's laying on the bit, she's staring over, she looks at her cop outfit, and she's just questioning it, I think. You know, she really is. There's no dialogue whatsoever when she's looking at her cop outfit. And then good old Rosita comes in the room and starts talking to her. You know, she starts talking to her about the roles that you need to, you know, have in this new world, in this new community. And then she also, right before the clip ends, basically tells Michonne that Sasha has been up in the guard tower, and we actually haven't seen her since, you know. Basically, she's kind of worried about Sasha, and she sort of wants Michonne to go out and go get her or look for her or see if she's all right or something like that. She's not saying it outright, but that's what obviously she's sort of hinting at. And Michonne basically grabs her bag and walks out the door, assumingly going to find Sasha, you know, going to see what's up, if you will. So, in this episode, obviously Glenn and everybody from the last episode has gotten back from their little little run, you know, for the power equipment and everything like that. Obviously, their power grid went down, and Glenn, Tara, Eugene, good old Noah, I think it was Aiden. I think it was Aiden and Nicholas went all on a run last episode. Well, let's just say not a lot of them made it back. They really didn't. And the ones who did make it back aren't in the greatest condition. You know, they really aren't. So, basically, what happened in the last episode, obviously, as you guys seen my episode review or seen the episode, like I said, spoilers, that you have been warned, literally, Noah is dead. You know, that's just how it is. Aiden is also dead. Aiden died first. Noah died because of Nicholas's stupidity. They were trapped in between the revolving doors. Nicholas got greedy and pushed out the revolving doors, allowing the walkers on the inside to get to Noah. He pulled him out, and it was one of the most gruesome scenes on The Walking Dead that I've probably seen yet. That anybody has seen yet on The Walking Dead. One of the most gruesome deaths, definitely. It's definitely up there. So yeah, Noah is dead. Nicholas is knocked out in the back of the truck. Tara, on the other hand, she is not in great shape whatsoever. They actually blew up a grenade. Tara took the hit, basically. And she's knocked out. She's bleeding from the head. We don't know actually what's going to happen to her at all. But she is in the back of the van. She is going home. She is alive for now. I'm not really sure if she's going to make a recovery or not. But in my personal prediction, I think she would. You know, I don't really see it happening that they would just let her character live like that if they weren't going to give it some sort of a chance. You know, it definitely could happen like that. Just to kind of give us a little bit of a more of a real feel. You know, not everybody dies instantly. You know, it takes time. So if they wanted to give us maybe a real feel to The Walking Dead, where, you know, oh shit, she made it out of there, she's still alive, obviously she's going to make a full recovery. Not. You know, it could go either way. Personally, I'm not really sure what way it's going to go. You know, whether or not she actually is going to make a recovery, or whether or not it's just false hope at this point and she will end up dying anyways. I can't really predict that. I can't. I will make a guess, though. I will definitely make a guess. My guess, personally, is that she will pull through. In my opinion, that's just what I'm thinking from my standpoint right now. But I don't think it would be the worst thing ever if she did get killed off. I think it would be a very, very great character development scene for Eugene, because we know that Eugene is so close to Tara at this point. Obviously, he went through hell to get her out of there alive last time in the last episode. We know he's very, very close to her. You know, he's basically the only one that relates to her. She's the only one that relates to Eugene. And, yeah, I think it would make for really, really great character development for Eugene if she actually did end up dying. If not, I think it would be still good for Eugene's character. We could see a little bit of emotional side, and then maybe we could see on top of that, Tara maybe developing a not an emotional or anyway relationship with Eugene, but companionship sort of with Eugene. Maybe teaching him how to shoot properly, or, you know, something like that. Maybe teaching him to be even more of a badass than he was last episode. You know, maybe something like that could happen if something happens that Tara actually does pull through. But either way it could go, it's definitely going to make for a big change in Eugene's character, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's going to happen. We're going to find out what happens with Tara. It doesn't look like Deanna is very happy at all with Rick. In one of the sneak peeks, or one of the promos rather, Rick is kind of standing by her near 4 graves. That's also what I'm thinking. I'm not really sure where the 4 graves are coming from. I could see one for Noah, one for Aiden. If Tara died, one for Tara. But even then, there's still one more grave that's unfilled. There's 4 graves total. I don't know where they all came from. I really don't. And Tara might not even be one of them. You know, she actually might pull through. So if she does pull through, where the hell are the extra 2 graves coming from? And do they even represent them? You know, that's just the question at this point. Also, at the end of this episode, I definitely see very, very soon the wolves coming into play. I know I said that for a couple of episodes now, but they definitely, I think, in my opinion, are going to show up or something in this next episode. Maybe that's what the graves are coming from. Maybe the wolves have showed up. And maybe there was runners going out on the outside doing the little small runs like they did a couple episodes back. Maybe they got hunted down, maybe they got killed, delivered on their front porch, or something like that. Anything at this point could happen. But, yeah, no, I think we're definitely going to find out what happens to Tara. There is definitely going to be some tension between Rick and Deanna and everything like that. Michonne and Sasha. I'm not really sure where Sasha lies at this point. You know, she's all messed up in the head. But I do have a feeling she will get better. I think she's taking the approach of Andrea right now from the comic books. I do believe, in my opinion, that's where the character's kind of going. I don't really see her developing a relationship or anything like that, like Andrea has in the comic books with Rick. I don't really see that happening in the TV show between Rick and Sasha. But as a sharpshooter of the group and a shooter role like Andrea in the comic book, I can definitely see Sasha taking that over, considering obviously Andrea died, unfortunately, back in Season 3. But, yeah, guys, I think we're going to see a lot of weird shit happening this episode. The wolves maybe are going to come out. We seen a sneak peek where Carl and that girl Enid were on the outside of the walls kind of talking, and then they actually hid in a tree together to you know, kind of get away from walkers that were starting to come. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I really do. I think it is going to be fun. We might even get to see some of Daryl on the outside, maybe doing some group hunting. The scouting, obviously, that he's a part of now. Finding new people to join their community, everything like that, joining Aaron. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's episode prediction of The Walking Dead. Those were the sneak peeks, those were the promos, everything like that. Tara, I believe, in my opinion, is going to pull through. We are going to get to see some of the wolves this episode, I do believe, and there's definitely going to be some high tension between Rick and Deanna. Whether or not Rick's going to just flat out kill Pete like Carol told him to, I don't really see that happening. I see Rick sort of rationalizing it, maybe putting him under arrest or detainment or something like that. Maybe, you know, questioning Pete about it, questioning him about it and everything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my episode predictions. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, feel free to hit the video with a like, share it around with your friends. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys think is going to happen in this week's upcoming episode of The Walking Dead. This is Season 5, Episode 15, entitled Try. There are only 2 episodes left, Try, and the season finale. Which, by the way, if you guys do not know, the season finale of The Walking Dead, which will be airing, guys, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, which will be March the 29th, is actually a 90-minute episode, right? Isn't that fucking awesome? We actually haven't seen an hour and a half, 90-minute episode since the premiere of Season 2, so I'm very excited that they're actually coming back with them. Maybe there will be more of a standpoint now for The Walking Dead. Maybe that'll be a thing. Maybe premieres and finales, or maybe just finales. You know, I think that would be definitely cool. Mix things up for The Walking Dead. I think it would be definitely nice. So, yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode prediction video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Very, very close to 1,000. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Bye.